I'm proud of you, Chau.
I know. I feel good. I feel like my balls got a little bigger.
That's a weird thing to say.
I say a lot of weird things. I'm sorry.
So, Oculus Connect 6 is where I was.
I saw that.
And it was a very cool experience. Out in San Jose, California, Silicon Valley, where all the cool things happen. Mark Zuckerberg was there, the Zuck. He introduced the keynote, so that was really cool. Yeah. I was in the same room with Mark Zuckerberg.
Did you get to lick his balls too?
I didn't. I wanted to. I didn't. I told myself if I for some reason like ran into him in the bathroom or something, is that I would like make a joke.
I was surprised you didn't do like any kind of video vlogging.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have, but I don't know. I mean, because it's it's an event.
It's okay. It's okay.
You know what happened.
It's okay. Thinking isn't exactly one of your strong points.
Listen, Chau. Okay, I took pictures, and I talked about what I was doing. If you follow my Instagram and you can watch like the stories, right? I did several of those.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like vlogging.
Fascinating.
Except in picture form.
Yeah. It's what do we call it? An overglorified PowerPoint presentation.
That's kind of what it was, yeah.
Well,
so
no hashtags whatsoever. But your shit's on private though, isn't it?
No, it's not private.
It's public?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do private stuff. Although I probably should. There was an article I read. Anyway.
No. What was the article? Don't stop. Don't stop.
All right, real quick.
What was the article?
It was just an article about how it might seem counterintuitive, but making your account private can actually get you more followers. And it was this whole reason of why a lot of the biggest Instagram pages on Instagram are actually private. Do
you want to test it with ours?
Not really. But it's basically it forces people to follow you to see your content, and therefore they have to follow you. But they have to want to follow you. That'd be the thing. Or they have to want to see your content, whatever that is.
It just sounds weird.
I know, it's weird. I don't know if I agree.
Counterintuitive.
It's counterintuitive.
But that's always a good thing. I like counterintuitive.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, back to Oculus.
Okay, anyways, all right. Jeez. So what's new with the new Oculus?
Well, the Oculus Quest, one of the newest things that's going to be enabled soon is hand tracking. So I thought that was really cool.
Right.
So you don't have to use controllers anymore.
We briefly did discuss about the Oculus Quest being, but we weren't sure though. I wasn't. Oculus Quest being like more like with hands.
This is the first time I've heard about anything with hands because it comes with controllers.
Right.
So like to not have to use the controllers is pretty impressive. It takes it from like the regular Oculus where you have to plug into your computer and you have to have sensors and you have to have these controllers, and it takes it from that to where you don't have to have a computer at all. It's just a own headset and controllers, and then it takes away the controllers. All that's left is a headset. That's it, and you can just take it anywhere and do things.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
That means you have to start building skeletons, and I know for a fact that you told me you hate building skeletons. Like
what?
Like the skeletons within the like any of the put in the joints into like what is it when you model a character, right?
Right.
Or an animal, or I don't think a plant is not required. But
maybe if it like blows in the wind, right?
I don't think so. I think there's another different type of
I don't think so.
program that handles like environmental reactions.
I mean, it depends, but
depending on the engine, maybe.
Yeah.
But,
I guess so.
But I can see you having a miserable time.
No, it wouldn't be that bad. And I'm sure that it will be included as native support at some point in Unreal Engine and stuff, so you won't have to do much.
Doesn't Unreal Engine already provide native support for that type of stuff?
For hand tracking?
Hand tracking.
Well,
you said because I remember I think it was like one of our previous episodes, like in VR, it's as easy as, because we had that huge it wasn't an argument, it was kind of like a rant on with Ace Combat 7, how they couldn't just put all the missions in VR and it's as simple as clicking a button. Yeah,
but this is a new technology to it.
Okay.
So that I figured they'd have to enable it, and especially because this is Oculus's own. There's already a company that sort of does this. It's called Magic Leap, and you can buy it as an attachment to basically any VR headset.
Yeah.
But this is Oculus's own thing, so I'm assuming Oculus is going to have to send them the code to implement into it. So I doubt it's in there right now.
Okay, so a patch update.
Update. Yeah,
okay.
But who knows when that's going to happen? So I mean, because this hand update isn't even going to come out for like another 6 months.
Did you get a chance to actually?
No, the lines were entirely too long. I'm talking hours to stand in line to try that stuff out.
So you were able to do it. You just had to be willing to.
Yeah, and I wasn't. It was like being at like opening day of a theme park and
Why
have to
not?
stand in line for
So
the
what?
giant.
So what?
Because I was
So
trying to
what?
attend
You.
Chau.
You.
I had other things to do with my time that day.
No, you don't.
I did.
No, you
I
don't.
was attending what they call breakout sessions, and so it's basically you go into a smaller room, and there'll be topics that they're discussing up there. So like one of them that I went to was all about how to shine on the Oculus store, like how to get accepted, how to submit properly, things to do for your marketing that'll point better and stuff, all towards the Oculus store. Like that was important for me.
Okay,
to go to
fair.
that,
Fine.
Like yes, I could have stood in line to play this stupid fucking thing, but I already kind of get it because I've done the Void, and the Void uses the Magic Leap technology, so I already understood what it's like to see your hands and everything.
Do you think Oculus or any of these third party, this might be a far stretch, will ever come to like consoles
Yeah.
at some point?
Yeah, well, I mean, the consoles are sort of focusing on their own, which I think might be a mistake, but at some point there's going to be too many headsets. It's like...
That's a good thing. We want it to saturate.
Well, no, the issue with this is everyone has their own ecosystem. So imagine if you had 30 Steams you had to have accounts for. It'd be fucking annoying. It's kind of nice to just have one, or I guess, 2 or 3. Having 30, it's like, I don't need 30. I don't need 30 different headsets with 30 different stores with 30 different requirements for sensors and all that kind of stuff. No, I don't need that. Like
one universal
3 maybe.
piece.
3 is fine. Any more than that, you just kind of
3 consoles, a Nintendo.
I mean, because like
Xbox,
right now we
PlayStation.
got kind of good because you basically only have, well, actually, there's quite a few actually now I think. Well, there's like 4. So you have Oculus, you have the Vive, you have the Windows mixed reality, and you have the Google Daytime. Or I think that's what we call it, daytime.
Google Daytime,
something like that. That's their store.
I'm still not confident with the whole Stadia situation. Speaking of Google, I know. I just because I keep every time I YouTube my shit, I keep seeing Stadia commercials pop up. It's like, wow, it's like free advertising. Well, no shit, they advertise on their own goddamn platform.
Oh, absolutely.
YouTube.
How great is that?
Yeah, it must be
for
nice.
them.
Fuck
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty
whatever.
great.
And it's like I'm still not confident about it. Anyways, back to your stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
That's all right.
You said Google. I was like,
No, I feel you,
Stadia.
man. I feel you. I mean, there were a couple other things that were announced too. Probably the coolest is that you'll now be able to hook up your Quest to your computer as if it's a Rift.
Really?
Yeah, they call it like Oculus Link. So it'll be a USB-C cord, and you get a nice long one, and you can treat it as if it's a Rift. So like, at that point, I don't even think there is a point to owning a Rift if you can have both in one little headset.
It's always a good thing to see a company to like make their own stuff, like their predecessors, obsolete quickly so they can move forward.
Yeah, they're not trying to hoard money. Yeah, they're just trying to make it better.
And then they'll start to hoard
money. Yeah.
Then because that's when the market's matured and things start to plateau, innovation starts to stifle. I mean, we see it in other technologies such as the internet in this case, because now everybody's too busy trying to cancel each other out. But we all know about that culture. If you say something offensive, stupid, or radically different,
it's just quick side note, I saw a story in the UK where someone got arrested for singing everyone is kung fu fighting. Yeah, got arrested.
No
for
way.
It.
I gotta look that up. Hang on.
Google UK kung fu fighting.
UK kung fu. Are you serious?
Totally serious.
Oh wow, it's the first thing that popped up.
It was a big story.
Man arrested for singing kung fu. Oh shit.
So apparently what happened is as he was singing it, a Chinese man and his old mother were walking past, and he heard the kung fu fighting, and he thought that was racist. And apparently, I didn't know this, apparently in the UK, if the person thinks it's racist, then it's a crime. So if they feel violated in some way, that you're hating on them in some way, what you're doing is now a crime, even if it's not. Obviously, it's just a song. And the musician was like, we play this in our set every night. So it obviously wasn't like they didn't see the Asian guy was like, hey, everybody, look at this guy. Everybody is kung fu. Like, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. They did. This is a normal set that they already play. And they were playing it before that guy even ever walked by. But the fact that it's a crime, it's crime. Can you imagine that they don't have free speech over there like that? That's amazing. Amazing.
I don't think they recognize free speech the way we recognize.
Nobody does. The fucking nobody does. They have the same type of laws in Canada.
Because I'll even say it on our podcast. It's like, hey, hate speech is free speech.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You don't have to agree with it.
Absolutely. But in a lot of countries, they outlaw hate speech. And in this situation...
how do you define hate speech?
Exactly. And that's why it's kind of fucked up that this is how it was defined.
Oh, now it's
in this
violent
situation.
Speech. Yeah, I've heard all the
come on, guys.
I've heard all the echo chambers. I've heard of it's like mental gymnastics around these guys. I can't even get my head wrapped around it. Instead, I just want to do some kung fu fighting through it and then be called a racist. But I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with that. God, this is really sad. I'm like looking through this.
It's ridiculous.
Simon
I hope they
Legend
drop the
34
charges, man.
told Britons. Well, the fact is that they went to the extent of
doing it,
of arresting
the
guy.
Yeah, you couldn't give him a warning or something.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke. Ledger told the Sun police called him later that evening while he was eating a Chinese restaurant.
That's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
He was eating at a Chinese restaurant. He's like, That's so fucking funny.
Speaking of which, okay, so the director of the Joker movie that's coming out, he's the same director who directed what was it, The Hangover.
Okay.
And I saw in an article where he, because I thought it was interesting. I was like, he directed The Hangover, now directing the Joker.
That's really interesting.
It's like a 180, and I guess some of the articles was, you have to ask like, what made you decide to get into comic books? And he said he didn't necessarily leave. Well, I mean, I'm trying to remember verbatim, but anyways, he said along the lines like nobody can take a joke anymore. Literally is why he left comedy. Yeah, nobody can take a joke, and that's like, wow. And just like you said with the whole what's that movie called? Superbad. You know, they had to put out an apology. It's just like, what is up?
Even The Hangover, people would consider bad today. Like, I mean, there's a scene where he's like, paging Dr. Faggot. You can't say that word anymore.
And this was only,
I know.
I'm okay.
Normal people can't say that word anymore, though. And this is only, that movie's not that old, 10 years old. There's another scene where they say, he goes, yeah, if you're, or he wasn't a retard. And he was like, it's not retard, it's retard. But the point, you're not even allowed to say retard anymore. Like, that's not, it's like that movie, even though it's only 10 years old.
Why not?
It's like unacceptable. It's a thing.
I remember I got in trouble for saying midget.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, nowadays they prefer dwarf, right? Or small person, or little person. I think it was little person is the most common one now.
I think I'm just gonna stick with midget.
Like Little People of Atlanta, isn't that what's called?
Even my buddy Connor, who just got married, he was like, I know I said something. He just freaks out. He's like, no filter. You got no filter. It's like, yeah, but why do I need a filter? Like, here's a filter right here. Pop filter. Oh my god. What?
That's a really bad joke, guys. I apologize.
What?
For that. You had to witness that just there. Here's a filter. Pop filter. God damn, Chau.
What?
That's gross. It's cringy.
What?
It's cringy. It's a cringy joke. Chau, I want to talk to you about something very important.
Okay.
Are you ready?
All right. What's that?
Battlefield 5 is coming out with a new map. Operation Metro.
Wait, what?
Swear to God. I watched a video on it today. True story.
Battlefield Metro, as in Battlefield 3 Metro to Battlefield 4 Metro.
Well, it's a remake.
5.
It's a remake of the original Battlefield 3.
Because the Battlefield 3 Metro is in Paris. Because World War II did take place in.
It's a remake. Just it's a reimagining. It's a reimagining of Metro, and they're bringing it to Battlefield 5.
You kind of got me on the fence. Are you trying to sell me Battlefield? You already know how I feel.
I kind of am.
The whole thing.
I kind of am. Because I basically have it for free because I have the EA, or not the EA pass, the Origin pass. So I have Battlefield 5 for free. So I play it sometimes, you know.
I'm just going to come over here and play. Is that okay?
Okay.
I don't want to.
The map's not out yet, but when it is, that's a good idea. We can sit here and game.
Just game for a little bit because I'll
play
be
it out.
Like, I don't want to. The whole dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, since the beginning of this year was.
It's not the greatest game, but it's still pretty fun. I still prefer, Battlefield 3, but
no, high five.
But I can still enjoy myself on 5.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Another thing that happened, same type of thing.
It's like you put me on the fence, man. You hit a soft spot. That's not fair.
I think no. I'm telling you this specifically because I knew that would do it to you. Because I knew that if I said Operation Metro to you, you'd be like,
Yeah.
like you're either pissed off or you're excited.
I'm confused.
I don't know which.
Yeah, it's like I'm confused. It's like I just kind of I'm not sure to punch you or kiss you. I'm not, you know, just like no homo. I'm just saying.
Totally knew that would get you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just don't do that again. That's
Okay,
not fair.
Well, there's
That's
something
not
else
fair.
that's pretty similar. Apex Legends, which you don't play, is also coming out with a new map.
Okay, that's not fair. I do play it, just not on the PC. I have a habit of jumping on the console. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's fine.
I have 2 drives, and sometimes I get tired of hitting F12. I think it's F12 or F2 to switch the drives when you boot up and whatnot, and you have to go into the BIOS and switch which drives you want to boot up. I'll be honest, it's kind of annoying. I'm just kind of like, I already have it on the console. Just beep.
Well, you know, you could just...
And the PlayStation tune goes, boy.
I mean, you could just not suck, you know?
No.
Isn't that an option?
No, I'm pretty good at it. Fuck
anyway,
you.
so the new map... It looks really cool, by the way.
Yeah.
It has like this train that's constantly moving around the map. That's pretty cool. The one thing I will say, though, that kind of pissed me off when I heard it is that you won't be able to play the old map anymore.
Why?
They said it's going away. This will be the only option.
I don't think it should.
I agree completely. I think that's ridiculous.
Like that. Hold on.
Like, can you imagine just taking away maps?
Here's the interesting part. I don't know. It may. I don't know how it's gonna work out because I know, like in the Battlefield community, like, you know, even when these maps do come out, these new maps, the players will always revert back to the older maps because it's like it's your favorites. Yeah, it's your favorite because it's what you started off with. It's what you gotten acclimated. It's how you know how to play the field. You know where the best strategies, best practices, best weapon setup, best team play, best way to communicate. Jeez, I'm just going down this list like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. No, it's because I do know what I'm talking about. It's just I do want to hopefully Battlefield 6 or whatever the fuck they want to come. You know what will save the Battlefield franchise?
What's that?
Bad Company.
Okay. Are they making a Bad Company?
Not that I know of.
Oh. Chau. Now you're just wishful thinking.
Yeah, I know.
You can't do that. No one will save them. Come on.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's just this whole mess with DICE is just how they handle the situation from the beginning, and now it's like the only way, because in Bad Company the characters, like you knew who the characters were, you fell in love with them. They weren't very PC. They said where they came to mind. You know what? We'll even play. I'm sure we'll dig up a trailer and we'll post it up on our Facebook page or whatever. Just kind of like remind people, anybody who played Battlefield and is familiar with that title will get the hint. Like, oh yeah, miss those days where you could destroy literally everything.
Right.
Like everything.
Oh, so in one of the clips of the previews for the Operation Metro map in Battlefield 5, they show you blowing up one of the trains, and I thought that was the coolest thing, that you can actually cause destruction like that, you know, unlike Call of Duty or things like. It really is like a hallmark of Battlefield, you know.
It is. It's always there's always something in every map that sends off that tune. Like I know there's a map, God forbid I can't remember it. There's like this long this really tall tower where it's supported by cables, right? And then toward the end of
it's Caspian Border, wasn't it?
Yeah, Caspian Border. And toward the end of the game, it would come crashing down.
Well, somebody had to like press the button, I think, or maybe it does happen automatically.
No, there's 2 towers.
Okay.
There's one that's like right behind a wall, not Trump's wall, but a wall. You know, where you could push a button and it would self-destruct. The other one was like the more where every fucking sniper wants to try to jump off onto and try to snipe from. That's the one where you had to wait toward the end of the game
where
it would come down. So there were actually 2 towers. One where, you are right, there was one that you pushed and it would deliberately self-destruct. And then the other one, you kind of waited until it just came down crashing. So, no, you're on the right track.
Yeah, I haven't played that map in so long, but I mean, it's everybody's favorite.
I think I'm going to buy Battlefield 3.
I have it.
For PC.
I think I have it
because I had it for PlayStation.
Yeah, I have it for PC. Yeah, because of my pass thing. You know, you should really get that Origin Pass. It's basically all the Battlefields are on there. You know, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, and Battlefield 5.
Is this subscription based?
Yeah, it's $5 a month. $5 a month to me is worth it. I also get all the Need for Speeds, which I thought was cool. I got both of the Battlefronts. Oh, I got that one game you don't like, Anthem. That just got put on there, so I get to try that for free, basically. So that's pretty cool. No, I know it's gonna be garbage, but at least I get to try it for myself because all I've heard is everyone else is hating it. So now I actually
for
get
good
to,
reason.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. But the fact is now it's on the
You're like go backing up.
now it's on Origin Access, so I can try it now. I love Origin Access personally, but you have to get the basic one. Like there's one that charges like $10 a month or something.
Why?
For a couple of games that are better, but it's like I don't need. I'm not paying an extra $5 a month for a couple of games. Like I'm not doing it. So, but $5 a month for 50 plus games that are on there, I'm fine with that. And like I said, it's all the Battlefields, so I think you should do that, and then we can play together.
Battlefield 3. I'm probably just gonna play Battlefield 3, and maybe Battlefield 4.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
Well, will my Origin account, I'm sure my Origin account from console will link up to the PC, won't it?
I would think so.
It would have to.
Yeah, they generally do that.
Yeah. The one thing I do miss is where you could play Battlefield 4 from your as the commander on your tablet. That was kind of a cool concept.
Was that Battlefield 4?
Yeah. It was the first time they implemented it where it would feed data.
Oh, I do remember that. I do remember that.
And you can literally plug in your mic into your tablet, and literally you would just like start giving out commands, and you would tell people
and you get points and stuff, and then you rack up points, and you could send like missiles or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it was.
A cruise missile.
I only did it like once.
I did it several times. I racked to some pretty gnarly points. It was actually the fastest way to get your pistols, because your pistols was the hardest thing to get because you would rarely use them.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, like the game sets you up where you want to use your
big boy gun.
Yeah, your rifles, your M16s, not, and so a pistol was just kind of like your backup gun.
Right. It's what I always used if someone was close and my rifle ran out of bullets.
Yeah, then you whip it out.
That's it.
And you just
that's the only time.
You take the kill shit from the last and just like...
It's faster to switch guns than it is to reload. So you're just like...
No, what I do hate is like every single time when you go on this kill streak and then all of a sudden you run out of ammo and you have to reload, and some asshole and you try to pull the trigger but you're in the middle of like reloading and you're just like...
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, you're fucked.
You're fucked. Gotta try to jump around a little bit. Do this little thing that people do.
Duck.
It's all ridiculous.
Like, come on, man.
A lot of people just like straight up lay down. It's like I've never been good at that.
Yeah, what's even worse is one of your friends like kind of screw you because I've had a couple of my friends who gave away my position and whatnot. Came in because I was like, I was coming in with a silencer and whatnot, just picking off the team that wasn't paying attention. Buddy spawns right on me and starts unloading with an M4. I'm like, you didn't put a silencer on that? Because they all turned around and I was like, oh, come on, man.
That's funny.
I worked real hard trying to sneak around the goddamn map and then just like unload on their ass, and I was picking them off. And they had no clue what was going on. They thought it was some snipers. Like, no, I'm just no, buddy of mine, fucking idiot, and just starts like go. I'm like, really?
That reminds me of Battlefield Friends. You ever see Battlefield Friends?
Yes.
Oh, it's such a good series.
Yeah.
Such a good series.
I think it's still going on,
No, they had to stop it because of some weird legal thing with Machinima. Yeah. So they don't even know what's going on with it right now, I don't
Fucking
think.
neebs.
Yeah. It's all some weird thing. Like Machinima is like getting shut down, but until they did, they're being bought out by somebody else or something, and therefore they don't know where the videos are going to be and all this. There's some weird legal thing.
You know what's funny? Because I had an old Battlefield friend of mine, my BF5. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You went there.
Yes.
Joke. That's two bad jokes in this episode.
I'm like today I've been on a corny joke high.
Yeah.
As of late. You want to hear another corny joke?
No, please don't.
Why?
Why? For my future kids. They're gonna look back and watch this and be embarrassed for me.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the corny joke.
I don't know what he's doing. He's just staring at me. Super weird.
What?
What are you doing?
What? I was waiting for a response. The corny joke. He's like, oh yeah, like
no, you were supposed to tell the corny joke, not me.
I was waiting for you to respond. Like, okay, you're ready.
What do I need to say?
I don't know.
I'm looking at you. I'm ready. What did you think I was doing? You think I was busy?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All
sorry,
right.
Chad. Let me get back to you. I wasn't busy.
Okay.
I was looking straight at you.
I was just like a response. Like yeah. Okay, cool. Like tell me the joke kind of. Yeah. I was just like, all right. So how does
staring at you? Was
how does the ocean say hello?
It waves.
Yes.
All right, what are we looking at time? We should probably cut it off.
All
right
right,
there.
So we'll wrap it up right there. Until next time, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. My name is Chau, checking out.
I'm Ian Scher.
And if this is your first time hanging out with us, hit that subscribe button. And there's that finger.
Yes,
and
I haven't done it in a while.
God, you missed doing that. And please like, share. It definitely helps us out. And we'll see you next time.